When we talk about strength or think about it, we picture someone powerful like a weightlifter, someone who is confident, maybe independent, or someone it seems who has the ability to handle everything on their own. Now, weakness, on the other hand, is usually seen as failure, fearful, someone struggling, or lack of physical or mental strength. But biblically, strength and weakness are viewed very differently from how it is viewed or seen in the world. The world teaches us that to hide our weakness and rely on our own abilities. However, God's word teaches us that true strength comes from depending on God. In 2 Corinthians 12, Paul speaks about a thorn in his flesh, a struggle that caused him pain and weakness. 3 times he asked God to remove it, but instead of removing the problem, God answered him with these powerful words: "My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness." This means that God's strength shines through when we recognize that we cannot do life without Him. Weakness humbles us and reminds us to lean on God instead of ourselves. Biblical strength is not pretending that we have it all together. No, it is trusting God in the middle of all our difficulties, all our struggles. It is choosing faith when we are tired or weary, obedience when we are challenged, and perseverance when we are discouraged. Through the Bible, God used people who were weak in themselves. He used Moses. Moses struggled with speaking. Peter failed with and denied Jesus. Paul battled afflictions and hardships, and there were many more instances. But God worked and showed His might and power through each of them because they depended on Him. Weakness can become dangerous when it leads away from God, into fear, into doubt, or giving up. But weakness, when surrendered to God, becomes a place where His grace and power and glory is revealed. Isaiah 40 verse 29 says, "He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak." God never asks us to be strong by ourselves. He asks us to trust Him completely. Our strength, our human strength has limits, but God's strength never fails. Sometimes God removes the struggle, and sometimes He strengthens us through it. Either way, His grace remains sufficient. So let us not be ashamed of our weaknesses. Instead, bring them before God, honestly, knowing that His power is able to sustain, strengthen, and carry us through every season of our lives.
Fear not, for the Lord is with me. He upholds His righteous hand. From His word